Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. fans have taken to social media to share their varied reactions to the pre-Disney Plus Netflix Daredevil show being potentially acknowledged as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's canon in the lead-up to Echo's release. The ABC show spanned out of the events of 2012's The Avengers, following a surprisingly alive Phil Coulson, Clark Gregg, and his assembled S.h.i.e.L.D. task force. Netflix's Daredevil kicked off a darker, street-level corner of the MCU at the time, as Matt Murdock's Charlie Cox War on Crime introduced characters including Jessica Jones, The Punisher, and Luke Cage. As Marvel's Echo ramps up promotion ahead of its January 9th release, fans of Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. have shared their thoughts as the recent Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio, focus teaser acknowledged the events of Netflix's Daredevil. While the MCU has continued to expand and bring the cast of the Netflix series into the core continuity, Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. has been decanonized via the Marvel Studios' The Marvel Cinematic Universe and official timeline book by not acknowledging Coulson's post-Avengers adventures. For many, this has caused much confusion, as earlier seasons were direct tie-ins to the events of the MCU's first few phases, as Coulson's team cleaned up London in the wake of Thor, The Dark World, were torn apart by Captain America, the Winter Soldier's Hydra schism, and provided support for the Avengers in Age of Ultron. As such, Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. had some of the strongest connections to the MCU of any pre-Disney Plus television project. Furthermore, while later seasons would become less tied into the developing MCU save for a few mentions of events, Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. is still responsible for introducing many well-received concepts to the MCU. Gabriel Luna's Robbie Reyes' Ghost Rider, The Origins of S.h.i.e.L.D., and a more positively received adaptation of The Inhumans helped the MCU expand outside of the confines of the hero's theatrical adventures, building up the universe and giving it a richer landscape. While Disney Plus shows would create contradictions, including The Darkhold, the sudden decanonization of the ABC show has left the MCU feeling smaller and unexplored. As seen by fan responses, Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. still holds a special place in many Marvel fans' hearts. As such, it is understandable why a large portion of the audience feel confused by Netflix's shows being held higher in their connections to the MCU. While Kevin Feige has hinted how it could be tied into the MCU in the future, it is clear that many feel the series deserves better.